We are here. All 5 lights are off, and away we go into Bahrain. Gibbo getting a good start as we see Miniman making a move forward, going up the spaces, coming into turn 1. Is there going to be contact at the rear, contact at the back? Looks like Gibbo hit the back of Miniman, but they go wide into turn 2 and 3. Yellow flag in sector 1. A lot of people losing out. There's fights going on. Gibbo has lost his wing. Someone just shot off at the side. It's absolute chaos coming down up into turn 4. There's lots of moving around with the Haas and the Alfa Romeos. Looks like he had to give that position back, but slow things right down. But AJ keeping that position. Gibbo looks like he ran wide and went around Rosa. As we still got some fights going on in the back as Welshie loses out to August. Mitch, big loser at the start, but he has got wing damage at the back. So big collision going down there. As Dan gets a 5-second penalty for colliding with Rocker and gaining a place, so he didn't give that position back for an illegal overtake. But
we do have the virtual safety car out.
Is out. Yeah, the VSC is out. So we wait and see if we're going to say, as one of my other commentator compadres says, the train of shame as the VSC goes in. Are there any drive-through penalties? Surprisingly, no, I didn't see, but there's a big scuffle going on at the top. Looks like Gibbo's gone. Gibbo's gone up at turn 13. It looks like he tried to make a move on Rosa, losing out. He has got no front wing whatsoever. This is going to affect him massively as AJ's just trying to get out of that DRS range, but that's it. Gibbo's got to come in and pit.
Yeah, I didn't see what happened there, but yeah, he's missing his front wing. That's zero downforce.
Yeah, it looked like it was up at turn 13, trying to go around, trying to go up the inside of Rosa, but just probably making contact or clipping that curb. As there's a lot of chopping and changing going on as some people dive into the pits. As Miniman, as Haybreeder gets around Miniman, who's staying out with the busted front wing. 5-second penalties going on. I'm struggling to keep up here.
There's so many penalties.
Miniman is missing his right end plate, which is going to affect him massively coming into that third sector. But he's going to pit at some point. But he is doing a 2-stop, so he can change it in the pits. But that's going to add time that he doesn't want at the moment. After he did take that place back from Haybreeder.
What a battle going on with Keen Wolf and Welshie. Very little in it, side by side.
It's going up into turn 9, compromising the line. Welshie trying to go around. Sorry, Wolf trying to go around the outside. Gets a little bit squirrely on the exit, but looks like Welshie keeps that position. But if Wolf can stay within that 1 second, he will pick up the DRS as he takes a big cut up into turn 11.
Alternative racing line.
Dan's just got up on the inside of Hatebreeder into turn 13. Come down to 14, but that means that Hatebreeder is going to get the DRS as they just approach the detection point. AJ's just at the fastest lap of the race, getting 2 seconds clear of Rosa. But I think, and I know how Rosa drives, Rosa's going to be harvesting the DRS as my telemetry has just stopped working. There you go, I'll put that back on.
He's on the yellow tires as well, so
he is on the medium combat tires, so he is one stopping. But you can see just on this, Rosa is hovering. He's at 80% ERS, and you look at AJ, he's at 60, so he is just about managing. But Rosa's just going to keep eating away slowly. As King Wolf and Welshie do another play swap out at turn 4. Comes side by side. Yes, no, they don't. But Welshie is missing his wing. He's missing his front right end plate. As a Wacky goes wide, comes through the S's, a little bit too much speed. Welshie on the inside, locks up on the brakes. No, pushes both of them off the track. Somehow holds it, but this has now brought Wacky back into the race. He's missing his right hand end plate as well. Coming into turn 10. It's going to affect the downforce massively. Wacky, a little bit of under rotation, and a wheel lock up, which means Footy has now snuck through, but the DRS train has begun. And it could be anyone's game as we come up to turn 11, 12 and 13. Manages to keep it together. Coming through, but again, when we'll have the slipstream train coming down all the way to 14 as Wacky goes very wide. Rosa now sets the fastest lap, so he is pushing. Goes that AJ's tires are going, but the slipstream train has begun. A few more corners to go, but is Footy going to make the move onto the inside? Doesn't do that one, but Wacky a little bit late on the brakes. Engaging that overtake, and DRS coming up as King Wolf is now closed into that DRS of Welshie. Not very much that he can do, as they're going to make a move onto the inside. There's Battle who's going to be on the late on the brakes, comes the inside, but Welshie goes deep, compromises completely, but that's left it. Oh, contact, he's gone! He's gone! Can he hold it? Just about, but that's a big loss for Welshie. That is unfortunate for him, just getting a little bit squirrely on just a little bit deep on the brakes into turn 1. And breathe.
That's Rocker's up now. Rocker's right on Welshie's tail. So was whose fault for that? Welshie just pushing too much?
I think Welshie just went a bit deep on the brakes into turn 1, and there wasn't much he could do about it. He ran ride, and as he tried to bring it back on track, just made contact with King Wolf, and that's where it all went. You get on the power because there's not a lot of traction after turn 1. You get on the power, that's you can very easily spin off, as it looks like Rockers is looking to get past him with the DRS. Doesn't quite make it, but Welshie goes wide again. This is going to compromise him. Rosa is still closing in on AJ, so Rosa is definitely on a push lap at the moment. As we get a yellow flag in sector 2. Looks like Hatebreeder went off, just clipped the Spinala curb up at turn 13, but only losing 1 place. But his tires are going to be a little bit hot, and he has to defend from Rockers.
Yeah. Just on board with Rosa here now as he's chasing down AJ.
AJ's tires are gone. There's no real way to say that. I mean, Rosa's ERS, he's maybe used 10% in the last 3 laps. He's just recharging it, but then mediums are going to carry him probably until about lap 12, I would imagine. So AJ is going to have to. AJ's due a pit shortly.
Doesn't look like any damage on the Ferrari either. Because there was a little bit of argy-bargy at the first corner, as we expected there to be. But it seems that Rosa and AJ got off pretty light with it. As we get another yellow flag in sector 2.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. Whoa, there's a big move going up into turn 11. You got 4 cars side by side there. One of them is ghosting through. And there he goes on the Spinala curb. I think that may have been Hatebreeder going off there again. No, it wasn't. I'm looking. We are looking. I don't know, someone went off. I think it may have been an Alfa Romeo. Losing out, but AJ gets past Rosa now around the outside of turn 2, but does a Verstappen. Picks up the DRS coming into turn 4.
Ooh.
AJ looking up the inside, but doesn't quite make it. So that battle is set. So AJ is going to be boxing at some point. I would imagine it would have to be this lap. As we still have another 3-way fight coming into turn 1 between Footy, King Wolf, and Mike, as the positions are changing all the time. King Wolf, Footy getting around King Wolf into turn 1 as they're coming. There's pretty much
he's
contact there. It looks like Footy just lost his front wing, breaking into the back of Mikey. He's lost his right hand end plate, which this is going to hurt him, because if he's going to pit now, he's going to come way out the back, way at the back of the pack with that nose change.
That's going to be like at least another 7 seconds added onto your pit to get that changed.
Usually around about that. Yeah, a pit stop around Bahrain is probably around about, I think it's like 19 to 20 seconds. But with a wing change on that one, you're easily looking at about 25.
Yeah.
That is unfortunate. That was very unfortunate for him, because they were doing so well keeping it clean. And it was just a battle of the brakes. And there's not really much you can do from there. But now Footy just running wide on turn 13, trying to chase down that pink Mercedes of Mikey. But he does have that end plate damage, as we still wait for the front runners to make that stop. But don't forget, these soft runners are going to have to 2-stop. There's no way that you'll be able to get them tyres all the way to the end, as King Wolf picks up a penalty, but the medium looks like the pit window is open for the medium runners to get that one stop and switch onto the hard tires. It's Gibbo's side by side. I missed that completely, but I saw it. Getting that late lunge down into turn 1 on Haybreeder, as it looks like August getting past Dan, who's I think he was serving a penalty in the pits.
Possibly Gibbo looks to be on the hard tire as well.
He is. That is him. That is him till the end of the race now on them hard tires. I think he's looking for an undercut. I think he's looking for a big undercut on the soft runners at the front. So this could put him into.
Well, we know he got damage earlier on. He lost the front wing, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He lost his end plate on I think it was like lap 2 or 3. But he has pitted. He has pitted in the window as well. But say he's going to get that jump. If I try and do my quick maths, it'll bring him into P4. It'll bring him into P4.
Yeah.
As we still see that fight in the middle of the pack going on. Wacky gets another lockup, but Mikey has a wobble coming out of coming out of 13. No, sorry, in the last start finish. But that's got to be a spin in the pit lane. I've never seen a car brake like that before. As we see the cars in the pit lane just serving all of them time penalties. Rosa still staying out on the. Is that a problem with AJ? Sorry, I've just noticed that AJ's just dropped down to 23 seconds.
Yeah, he's gone and pitted. He's on fresh softs.
Oh, he has. Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
I was really confused for a second. Yeah, 0 lap soft. See what's going on. I can't keep
It's hectic. Usually by this stage of the race, everyone's settled in and it's like just following each other around, but they are racing hard.
These are not giving up. Whereas I just saw something funky happen with Mikey. But I think that was just lag on his end. He was skating across the track, left and right.
Yeah, that might be
something new.
Yeah,
I think that was me. Yeah, I've never seen that one before.
But Mikey and Keen Wolf are having a right old battle.
Rocker is also looking to make a move on Miniman, coming down the middle start, coming down that second DRS. Thinks better not to try and do a lunge on the inside, so he's just want to try and keep it in that DRS of Hatebreeder. Yeah, he's going to try and keep it in that DRS of Hatebreeder and hopefully get that overspeed. But looking at the ERS levels,
he's run wide. Miniman's took him.
He has. I'm just trying to see what the DRS levels are, or the ERS levels. They've all got around. So August has got. Hang on, everyone's pitted. Everyone's changing. Stop doing this to me. Stop doing this. Just stay out on track. I can't keep up. I can't keep up. Okay. I'm just collecting my thoughts.
Well, Footy's down to 40% ERS now. As he comes out of the pits just ahead of the battle with Keen Wolf and Mikey. They'll not like that. Another car to add to the mix.
That was almost a Maldonado incident in. It was Bahrain, was it?
Not sure.
No, it was.
What incident are we talking about? Singapore. There's been many.
Well, it was coming out of the pit. It was coming out of the pit exit, and he just went straight into the side of.
Oh, Mike's around.
Was it Grosjean or Magnussen he went into the side of? I can't remember. I think it was Bahrain. Who knows? Mikey giving a big off there.
Yeah, fresh tires. So that wouldn't help them.
No, but we got another yellow flag in sector 2. Looks like someone just went a little bit wide.
That's Hatebreed. It's been off again.
Mikey with another penalty, but AJ has just set the fastest lap. Now he's trying to stay. All he needs to do is stay within that about that 20-second window. As we've got a big off turn 13. Wacky's gone off. A lot of people trying to avoid everything, all the cars are ghosting inside each other as it settles down. But Mikey benefited from that. Welshie is now hot on his heels, looking for the lunge on the inside. Big lay on the brakes from Wacky, nearly going into the back of Mikey. Not going to help him as it is, but does manage to keep the DRS. But Welshie, it's going for the clean air, so his car might be overheating. Electing not to go. Oh, very late on the brakes from them soft tires, which is massive benefit for him. Oh, and then he loses contact with the back of Haybreed. He's lost his wing. He hasn't lost his wing, as it looks like Mikey is off the track as well. So Mikey being the victim in that. That is, he was doing well to get back up to where he was. Unfortunate for Mikey. Just that little bit of contact was enough to ruin anyone's race. But he still got the strength on their medium tires, and they are still relatively fresh. But Wacky on Welshie down in turn 9, and Welshie does not. He's missing both end plates. Another little bit of contact. A bit of argy-bargy going on. It looks like Wacky can't afford to risk these hard tires too much, as they are chopping and changing. Welshie making a lunge on the inside. Another little bit of contact going on there. But Welshie has no end plates. He's got no end plates, so you can just see the lack of grip that he's got coming around the top two corners. Now Wacky is behind Rockers. I think that was a team order going there. That's letting Rockers letting him through, as he's still getting chased down by Welshie. But Welshie on them 3-lap-old soft tires. If he can keep it clean, it might be worth him pitting onto the hards, get the wing change, and run till the end.
Yeah, there's a lot of coming together to the cars. I think it's the whole concertina effect going in. They just slow up too much at the corners. Not really much they can do.
It's very difficult. It is very difficult to follow another car, because you always have to anticipate the braking point and when they're going to brake. That's a bit good. There's that hit on Footy and Mitch.
There was a touch. Oh, Mitch is gone.
Mitch is gone. Just that he managed to get himself into the points as well. But he's got a big gap towards to Wacky. But side by side with Footy, just a little tap on to turn 8 is enough to spin the car once you get your foot down. So, is that going to be a warning for a collision?
He might get one. I don't think there was too much really in it. It's the nature of the track. A lot of speed through that corner.
So looking at the penalties at the moment, so Footy currently with 3 seconds, King Wolf with 3, Mitch with 5, Wacky with 3, Neo Nitro with 3, Dan with a 5-second penalty, and so does Mikey has 3 seconds. So the race is still young, and a lot more can happen. So those who are now on the medium tires are going to have to stop again. But Gibbo, Wacky, Neo, and Rockers, and I think Roz is in there somewhere. No, but those on the hard tires are going to be running to the end, and I think Roz is trying to do a medium soft.
He's done 12 laps so far on the mediums. How's he doing on the corners? He's doesn't seem to be too much oversteer or understeer.
No, he's managed it fine. He's still got 50% ERS, but it looks like AJ's harvesting as well. Probably a massive push on the medium tires at the end. So I think Roz is just taking his time. He knows he's got the gap. He knows that AJ's got to stop again. So I think he's just trying to bring these tires, maybe sit on a set of stops and get the fastest lap and the bonus point with that.
Everyone seemed to be starting to spread out a bit now. Everyone's stopped at least once, haven't they?
Everyone has stopped except for Hatebreed and Rosa. They are still yet to stop. Craig's running a 3-stop at the moment. Welshie's currently on 2 stops, as well as Neo Nitro, but those will be for the wing changes early on. But it's interesting to see what Hatebreed is doing, because he's running the same strategy as Rosa. So his medium tires are 11 laps old. And I'm just trying to see if he has been lapped. He has been lapped as well. So he's a lap down, sitting in 12th, and he still has one stop to go. As August gets a little out of shape then. Coming out turn 8 into turn 10. Can he keep the rotation? Yes, he does. Starting to get a little bit too much of power coming out that. But he is still trying to chase down Corey, who's sitting in P4, as Roz is now boxed on to the hard tires. So he's carried them as long as he could. As long as if he can stay within 20 seconds of AJ, that's a win for AJ. Sorry, not AJ Rosa.
Yeah, AJ's going to have to get the foot down now to pull that gap out. 5 laps. How many laps do you reckon on the softs? 10 laps?
I'll say the softs will start dropping off about lap 6, lap 7.
Yeah.
So he hasn't got long left in the tires, so he's going to have to push. But Rosa timing that pit stop almost to perfection, keeping himself within 5 seconds. We get a yellow flag, another off at the Spinala turn 12 and 13. It was wacky, just clipping that inside curb again. That curb is catching a few people out today.
Yeah. It's the curbs on the top of the hill is definitely curbs you don't want to touch on this track. They really unsettle the car.
It's that curb's one of them similar ones to I think it's turn 5 in I think it's turn 5 in Hungary. It's the right-hander before it goes into a quick chicane. Yeah, you touch that one, then you're done. But he really goes wide late on the brakes into turn 1. It's almost like he had a brake failure. But Mikey taking that position, putting himself up into P2, and Hatebreed just losing out massively just from that late brake. It's very, very hard to judge your braking into turn 1, because that moment that you think you can brake a little bit late, it's too late. You're already off the track.
Yeah, it probably doesn't help a lot of these on 13 lap old tires. So
I think Hatebreed's trying to. I think he's going to try and do a medium soft, but if he gets a puncture, that's it.
Yeah, but he'd need to go for at least another 7 laps.
He would, but just talking on the front runners quickly. So AJ has got pretty much 100% ERS. AJ isn't pushing with his ERS, so he's still got all that energy. Roz is sitting on 50%, but he is gaining on the hard tires. So if I don't know if Roz is using his overtake. Looks like AJ's just out for a Sunday drive at the moment. But Rosa can see him in the sights, closing that gap down from 85 seconds down to 2 in the space of 2 laps on the hard tires. So AJ will have to box very, very soon. There he is, the fastest lap from Rosa on the hard tires. So the next question is AJ seen that, and is AJ going to push?
He's 7 laps. AJ's probably best to come in now. Get a fresh set of tires on before pushing.
Yeah, if AJ was to box now, he would come out in front of Gibbo and secure himself with a P2, and Gibbo has a penalty.
Yeah.
If I have a look quickly, Gibbo has a 3-second penalty. So AJ will have to come in, box onto the mediums, and he will need to do it now. There's no way that he's going to win this race.
And Corey's in the pits now. He's going to lose a place to Miniman. And possibly a few more. That's Footy, Keen Wolf.
Footy's going to go past him. King Wolf, I think he'll come out behind King Wolf. I don't think he's going to be fighting on exit. Or is he?
Oh, this is going to be close now.
No, August. Oh, just nearly got him on the exit, but losing out to King Wolf there. But Rosa now right on the tail of AJ, closing it down to 0.3 of a second. Straightforward pass. This will be a DRS overtake. AJ was pushing. His ERS levels have come down, so that was his in lap pushing, trying not to get speed
AJ's in the
bit there.
pits.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
AJ's in
think
the
there may be
pits.
AJ is the pit. Sorry, I was thinking he did not get speed in the pit lane. That's what I was a bit concerned about.
He may have a little pit aid on there.
It may be, maybe.
Yeah.
But looking a bit further back, August, Corey, and King Wolf all within a second of each other, half a second of each other. So that we're going to have another DRS train coming down into down to the start finish with a little bit of a toe and a slipstream coming all the way down to turn 14. As Corey is there with his just a little splash of overtake. August is running low on his ERS. So he needs to watch out because he's going to have nothing to defend with.
And he also got another penalty as well. So it's another 3 seconds.
So at the moment, we've got a yellow flag in sector 2 as well. Looks like we've got an off coming, just coming up coming down towards turn 10. I don't think it was. It's either Welsh. I think it was Welshie or Dan that just went off. Oh, a little bit late on the brakes from Rockers then. Just misjudging that small braking point. But back with, well, I'm back with Corey. I'm staying with him.
Yeah, I'm staying with this battle with Corey, Keedwolf, and August.
August got past him on them precious set of hard tires.
Yeah.
But he does only have 22% ERS. He is pushing his ERS. But King Wolf will, unless he can get to him on the detection point. No, he doesn't. But Corey gets a really good exit. Overtake, ERS. King Wolf, nothing he can do here. He's just harvesting his ERS a little bit. Decides to let him go. Now he just needs to stay within that 1 second gap. And then the positions might change again. All by the time. King Wolf, no, he's going around the outside. He's going around the outside, turn 13, keeps it clean, switch back onto the inside.
Oh, no! That's...
Oh, that is... No. I think Corey turned in a little bit too early then. Didn't give him the space.
Don't think there was the room there for it.
That would have been a side-by-side coming down towards the final corner. And it would have been a who was ahead before who on the DRS. But King Wolf has got a big gap to Neo behind him, so he's choosing to box. I think he's given up his points for this race to go for the fastest lap. The soft tires are ready for him. They're waiting. As I say that and hush my gums, AJ has boxed. So AJ has boxed and has come out in front of. AJ and Gibbo both pit the same lap. Gibbo's now just jumped on the soft tires. AJ sticking with that two-stop strategy. So I think he's won out.
Has AJ stopped again?
AJ was a two-stop. He started on the soft tires.
He's onto the mediums now.
Yeah, so he's in a soft medium.
Then that must have been Welshie earlier then that it was in front of Raza. I seen a Ferrari going in front of Raza, so that must have been Welshie that went in then.
No, it was AJ. No, AJ did go in. I'm trying to wrap my brains back. Yeah, so Raza was catching up to him. AJ was on a push lap, dived into the pits. Raza took P1.
Okay.
AJ was in pole.
Yeah, so that's the second stop for AJ.
That is AJ now to the end. So he's running the medium in the soft as he's about to lap his teammate, coming down into 10. He compromised his line to come in there, but he did get a better drive on the way out. Now Gibbo on Miniman. Gibbo on them soft tires. So
fresh softs.
Excuse me. Brand new fresh softs against 10-lap-old medium tires. Nothing he could do, but Gibbo is trying to push. Miniman can fight. He has the right to fight position, but elects not to. There's no competition against them tires. But little love tap at the back. Can he keep it on the inside? No, he doesn't. Little love tap at the back, but Gibbo is still pushing to get the fastest lap. Miniman DRS open. He is trying to stay desperately in his DRS window, but he will soon drop out, especially if Gibbo's doing his hot lap.
We've got Keen Wolf back on Wacky Ward again. Fresh tires for Keen Wolf.
Oh, side by side to the S's. That is not what you want to go for, but gets the cutback line. Fighting down into turn 8. Big lock up.
Oh, brilliant overtake.
Brilliant, but that's left Mitch wide open to get around the back of King Wolf. But that was a lovely cutback.
Nice bit of driving.
There's Gibbo there with his fastest lap, which is what we would have expected. But King Wolf taking a strange line going into turn 10, going very wide off the track. But this is going to be interesting now because Mitch was on the pace, and he's just closed down onto King Wolf. He is within DRS, and they are fighting. You know, this is a fight for the near enough the last spot on the podium.
Yeah,
on the podium, in the points.
In points, yeah.
It'd be a funny looking podium if you get like 9, 10, 11 on it.
Well, because of the way the system is this year, 1st to 10th isn't really the points positions because of the way the drivers are. Because Footy and August are 5th and 6th, that would mean that 11th would take the last point place for driver 1s. As well as Keen Wolf. Keen Wolf would be...
Ah, yes.
You know, so Keen Wolf could actually get a lot more points.
Unless whoever the highest scoring driver will go up a place, and then the second driver will get that point position. We'll let the stewards deal with that at the end, but in the meantime, we'll go back as Mitch drops just out of the DRS of King Wolf. King Wolf not actually making a break, which gets a little bit squirrely into turn 10. And as I say that, there's the break for King Wolf, and off he goes. Now, Miniman...
in the pits.
Miniman's in the pits.
That'll be his last stop.
I don't know what's going on here, because...
At the minute, he can go for it because he is driver 1. So he can go for the fastest lap.
He is, unless he did suffer some wing damage from that contact at the back of King Wolf. But he has just lost out against... against August and Corey. So we got the rookies in their first season sitting in 4th and 5th.
Which is doing brilliant.
That's amazing.
August has had 2 stops. He's on the hard.
So we got another Spinella Wacky again at that inside curve, taking him out, but his tires have overheated as he goes through Stranger Craig. He's just spinning. Spinella. He needs to be easy on the throttle.
A little bit of patience.
There we go.
Get the heat out of them.
Wacky's been so unfortunate in this race. He's a quick driver. He's a consistent driver, but it's just that inside curve that just keeps getting him. It's been very, very unfortunate this race for him.
2 Renault drivers, pretty close now.
King Wolf gets around Neo down into turn 10, but Neo isn't quite giving up as Craig gets another 3-second penalty. But can Neo close that gap? He does have a 5. So he gets the Spinella curve and he's gone. Can he hold it? That's wing. That's his wing damage. His overtake is on, so that is probably what caused it. I don't think he took his overtake off.
He's going to is he going to need a pit? No, it doesn't look too bad.
He is missing his end plate, and I think his overtake got stuck on there. But he is in P10, but he does have a gap. He can box for a new wing and come out. And can still come out in front of Welshie, so he is going to hold onto that P10. Oh no, AJ picking up a 3-second penalty.
Too much corner cutting.
He's getting a little bit naughty up in there. But let's have a look at the penalties at the moment. So as it stands, Rosa with no penalties. AJ and Gibbo both have 3. August is on 6 seconds. But at the moment will promote Corey into P4 with that 6 seconds penalty. Now all that August will have to do is stay ahead as Miniman goes very wide into the gravel.
Not where you want to be.
That is not where you want to be. I think that was turn 13 again. So turn 13 seeing all the action here at the moment. But yeah, so that's Miniman. He needs to close down that gap he needs to pull it back to 6 seconds. Otherwise, he's going to miss out on P5 with only 6 laps to go. But anything can happen in Formula One, and he is on the soft tires.
Yeah.
That are 1 lap old. So it is possible. It is absolutely possible that he can do that. So now August needs to do is try and open that gap as big as he can, and he can keep hold of P5.
Hoodie is on fresh softs as well, and closing in on Miniman.
He is right on his heels at the moment. I'm getting distracted by all the cars ghosting.
Yeah.
I think that was just Hatebreed just he licked the stamp and sent it, trying to unlap himself. But it's a battle of the soft tires at the moment. 1 lap versus no laps. But DRS is open for footy. Can he take that key position that he will need to open that gap from Mitch? Will stop him getting a few extra points. Thinking about it, looked at going up the inside of 13, not happening. But we now have the slipstream overtake. It looks like it's Hamilton, but he did get a better exit by the looks of it. Nope, that was just the Williams ghosting through him.
Oh, he's late. He's late.
Goes very deep on the brakes. Compromises his exit on to the start finish, but still gets the DRS. Saving his overtakes. He was just closing that gap a little more. Miniman isn't really using much. It goes defensive onto the inside. But will the overspeed carry him around? No, he doesn't. Looks like Footy trying to look for that switchback line. Doesn't get that either, but will pick up DRS coming out of 3 into 4. There's a flap open. And not using any overtake as Miniman goes defensive. Can he hold it? A little bit wobbly. Loses his line just a little bit under the braking. Loses out of the position to Footy. Now the roles are reversed. A little bit of a cheeky cut there from Mini. But can he keep the gap closed as they come up to turn 10? This is still a fight for position with Footy. Footy does have penalties. So if he stays like this, Miniman just has to stay within that 3 seconds of Footy, and he will take that P6 back.
Yeah, Footy on the 3-second penalty. And we've got yellow flags again. Is that Stranger Craig? He was in the pits again. Very slow.
As you see, AJ's just coming up behind him at the moment. I don't think Craig is having a good day. I think he's either low on fuel or there's something wrong with the car.
Yeah, because he has just been in the pits once again. 6 stops. So that Williams definitely having issues today.
Indeed it is, but I'm just having a look. I did see a position change going on. Welshie coming out of the pits. Excuse me. So Welshie had boxed and come out fighting with Hatebreed and losing out, just missing out on that braking point. So that was an unexpected stop. But now, looking at the front, Miniman has closed that gap back down to Footy.
Oh, there's been a touch.
Was that contact with Welshie and Hatebreed at the back?
Yeah, there was definitely contact. It looked like oh, there's Rosa.
Rosa just going through, so the cars at the back are ghosted when they are being lapped, but you still can pick up the DRS from that, which I think Rosa may have. No, he hasn't. But Rosa now, he is pushing, so he usually has a tendency to do this. He'll go easy at the start of the race, save his DRS, and then the last, say, 6 laps or so, he will treat them as hot laps, and he's pushing, and you can see that by his ERS. on its own on the hard tyres. But Gibbo boxed as well. Gibbo is now boxed again, and he's in P5.
Gibbo lost a lot of time. What was the reason for that?
Gibbo had picked.
That's his third stop. Did he pick up damage?
It is. He must have picked up damage. I haven't been following him to see if there was any on the car. But I'm just trying to get my head around this for a second. Gibbo with a 3-second penalty. Footy with a 3-second penalty. Miniman is still trying to close that gap. So if Gibbo can get past Corey, he would have 2 laps on them soft tyres to pull away 3 seconds. As we get a yellow flag in sector 2 up ahead. I think that was Craig's having a slight issue. Neo has now got 12 seconds of penalties. King Wolf with 9 seconds. So this is definitely going to promote Mitch up into that spot. But Mitch is looking for it on track with no penalties, trying to keep it clean. I don't know how many warnings he's got. But this is an interesting fight all around because we've got Mitch trying to get past King Wolf, Gibbo and Corey. But Gibbo maybe trying to set a new hot lap. Goes around at DRS overtake. There it is. Corey, nothing that he can do from there. So that is Gibbo back up into P4, but now has just 2 laps to open the gap by 3 seconds. But he has August in front of him, and this is all still for position and the 3rd step of the podium. There he goes, the DRS and the overtake. August now has to stay within 3 seconds. Everything is changing, Ninja, within the last 2 laps. It's absolutely mental. I'm struggling to keep up.
Okay, I think Gibbo actually made a really good decision there then. I was confused with the timings, why he'd come in. But yeah, he had plenty of time. He probably thought, fresh softs, go for the quickest lap. He'll be able to overtake the 2 guys on the hard tyres. What is 12 laps for August and 10 laps for Corey? So yeah, plenty of grip in that McLaren to finish the race off with.
Indeed. So I'm just having another look at the penalties, the penalty board. So Gibbo's got 3, but August has 6 seconds of penalties. So Corey is definitely going to get that position. But if he gets past August, he could be in contention of taking the 3rd step. But their medium tyres versus, the hard tyres versus the soft tyres, I don't think he could do it. And there's Gibbs posting the fastest lap at 28.2 here at Bahrain. As we are seeing yellow flags in sector 2. I think that's the Williams committed to going to the end. So fair play to that. But Mitch and King Wolf at the moment, it's anyone's game with only one coming up to 1.5 laps ish to go. Mitch wants to take this on track. If he's smart, he would just leave it back a bit, just cruise over the line with King Wolf. But he desperately wants to get this on a track. King Wolf running out of it. They're both out of ERS. As he's, can Mitch keep it clean to turn 1? No, he doesn't. Well, no, he does keep it clean, but thinks better than to move. As Rosa is now about to lap up to P8 on track.
Rosa is on his final lap too.
He has started his final lap.
We missed it. Rosa is actually pitted, so he's on fresh tyres.
Rosa's looking for that fastest lap.
Yeah.
Oh, why are they doing this to us? What's wrong with the straightforward? There's a 1-stop, there's a 2-stop. No, we're just going to pit whenever we want.
He had plenty of time. He's still 22 seconds to 2nd place.
Absolutely loads of time. But in the breaking news, Corey has closed the gap within 6 seconds of Gibbo. So Gibbo has just got probably half a lap now to open up the gap to pull a second on Corey, or he's going to lose out on the top step of the podium. But who knows? But low fuel for Rosa as he just sets a purple at sector 2. So Rosa now just coming through, coming down one of the final straights into turn 14. As he is about to cross the line with the fastest lap, no doubt. But the winner of the first Help for Heroes season, Formula One season, is Rosa Sky, bringing out that fastest lap, 22 seconds clear of the pack and no penalties. So congratulations to Rosa with that, and I'm sure we will hear after the race. But here comes AJ now.
Corey spun. Corey spun.
Oh, Corey has spun, but sorry, AJ's just crossed
sorry.
the line. I'm sorry, AJ's just crossed the line. Everything's changing again. So AJ's in P2. Gibbo's going to cross the line into P3 with 6 seconds. So August hasn't closed the gap enough for that. But so the two rookies are in 4th and 5th, and Gibbo is going. He's weaving backwards and forwards. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Gibbo crossed the line in P3. The exciting stuff's going on behind.
Miniman.
August comes in at the rookie in P4. Footy again coming across the line. So Footy, the two rookies in 4 and 5. With the penalties applied, Corey has now jumped into P5. Miniman gets promoted to P6. Footy has dropped from 5 to 7 as Mitch crosses the line in P8. No doubt from the penalties that are being applied. With Mikey and Welshie about to finish the race, and oh my god, that was nuts!
What a race!
I am aggressively shouting, but what an absolute race that was!
That was hectic from the start to the finish. Driver of the day.
Driver of the day to
the rookie.
Reflux, I'll call him to the rookie in the AlphaTauri. I might as well start calling him Yuki. From that, but well-deserved win from Rosa, pulling out that gap, stretching their medium tyres a little bit further than the rest.